Most people will miss these and they'll regret it. Right now, Bitcoin is pulling back, liquidity is shifting, and on-chain strength is starting to reveal the real winners. As we speak, 12 high conviction meme and AI trades are bouncing hard. And if you know what to watch, you'll be ready to buy at the exact moment others panic so you can catch that 488x. Today, I'm showing you the strongest setups across Solana, Base, and Hyperliquid, and the ones that are holding up while everything else dumps. You'll want to stay until the end. Some of these could explode once BTC stabilizes. Do me a favor, press that like button. Let's get on to it. Alright, here we are guys with 𝗵𝗣𝗥𝗧𝗡𝗘𝗥, the 488x from the bottom. The question is, will we be able to catch the next one? Well, I think the only show where we might do it on YouTube Live is this one, since, I mean, we have 100x's, we have 50x's, we have 14x's, 12x's. Almost every week we have at least a 10x trade. So this is why I have to pay attention to CoinTalk. Now, continuing with what I was saying yesterday on 𝗵𝗣𝗥𝗧𝗡𝗥, here we have our pullback. If it pulls back to this level and I start seeing BTC especially stabilizing, I might open up a large leverage position on 𝗵𝗣𝗥𝗧𝗡𝗥, maybe 200k, maybe 300k. Let's see what happens in the next couple of days. But I'm still bullish 𝗵𝗣𝗥𝗧𝗡𝗥. But yeah, we're gonna have our little tiny pullback. Then on 𝗘𝗫, it sort of hindered our level, but it doesn't have a lot of steam. I'm starting to think 40 million is in play. So quite simple. Axiom limit orders close to 40 million. Just let them sit there. If you want to start accumulating right at this mid level, let's say 54, 53, I think that's not bad. I mean, at the end of the day, if you accumulate here, it's just at minus 24% correction. With that in mind, I think 𝗘𝗫 is starting to enter that place where you can start buying. I'm seeing a lot of people here scooping. So these are probably people watching the show, starting to accumulate some 𝗘𝗫. This is where you start accumulating, right at these levels, at this bullish fair value gap. The next bullish fair value gap is at 40 million market cap. As I've said countless times on the show, usually once you have a big pump, the price always retraces to the previous pump, okay? The previous resistance, which is a bearish fair value gap, and then turns after a new all-time high into a bullish fair value gap. And that's where I think 𝗘𝗫 is sort of like going. Then we have SPX. SPX is so strong, mainly due, I think, to Murad and his TikTok strategy. He is sort of imitating a lot of these TikTokers, but applying it to meme coins, to crypto, to the whole crypto thesis, and he's being incredibly successful. I think SPX is one of the best crypto communities out there. If you want to trade with size, look, deep LP, and it's now pumping. It just broke the most important resistance, which was resistance all throughout of October, November of 2024. It just literally broke through this major resistance. It then turned into support here. And so this breakout is, I would say, extremely important. And I think what's going to happen to SPX is it's going to go to all-time highs now. The thing is, are there betas? Are there better trades on ETH? Are there better trades that we can find? And yeah, I think so, but you always have to respect the OG, one of the greats. Honestly, to me, this is my take profit target. We were talking about SPX down here at 389. And so here, very close to 900, I think, honestly, if you're buying at the bottom, you should be taking some profits here and just leaving a 𝗵𝗣𝗥𝗧𝗡𝗥 to ride for a year and a half. But yeah, I think there's better trades to do, but this is very bullish because it's signaling to other lower mid caps. Look, some of these might be going down, but it's just whales buying SPX. Once SPX maybe shifts sideways, starts correcting, we'll see this liquidity flow into tinier meme coins. Then we have 𝗨. 𝗨, you just have to be patient. Look, it's just doing higher and higher lows, and then some whales just scoop it up out of nowhere and take all the 𝗨 from weak hands. I just think this thing is just coiling up and it's just gonna explode one day and pull a 𝗘𝗫. That's what I think it's gonna happen. That's what the chart is telling me. I mean, the trend line has been respected for so long, so I'm incredibly bullish 𝗨. Then we have Altcoin. I told you guys it was gonna go to 3.48 million. Look where we are. And yeah, look at what I draw. I draw all of this even before it happened. I was like, yeah, maybe it does a second. It didn't even do a second. It just went straight down. And this is our buy place. To be completely honest, if you want to start averaging down here, it might not be a bad idea. But to me, I'm gonna wait. I have my limit already set on Axiom. Link down below, 3.48. Only on the show you get, you know, this type of predictions where the price is at all-time highs. People are like, I want to buy some Altcoin. I'm like, no, bro. Like, we were here at 200k. It went to 12 million. Chill. Don't worry. The price always pulls back. The price always pulls back 70%, 60%, 80%. Always. It doesn't matter what the coin is. It always pulls back. And so just be patient. And now we're getting our rewards for being patient when it comes to Altcoin. Then we have 𝗨. Look, I lost my patience on this one, okay? I actually sold because there were better trades. But let's talk about a strong community and a coin that's actually at a fair price. And that's SpeedingCat. SpeedingCat is at a fair price. Look, 5 million, you can probably 10x. I think the likelihood of this pulling a 10x this year is higher than most coins. And it's at a good price. The community hasn't let this thing go below this bullish fair value gap. They just hold the line every every goddamn time and keep accumulating. Strong community, strong, very recognizable normie meme. Chart looks great, looks at a buying price. So yeah, I'm bullish spinning cat. I think it's still gonna do all-time highs. Then we have AWR. AWR is another one. Look, the first target, 10 million market cap, didn't get hit. I did took small profits here because I mean we were buying at 800k, so that's 10x at 8 million. But the thing is, the line is still getting hold. Okay, look here, support all throughout February. This is the most important line. It was the most important resistance, and it's now support. So once you see the most important resistance turn into support, I mean that's your new level to buy. I think AWR is at a good entry, and you can get more than a double until all-time highs. Possibly can even go to 20 million market cap. I think with my fibs, that's sort of like what it was telling me. At the end of the day, these are the best trades. Strong communities with good charts. And then another one that has never died is Queen. Okay, I'm a Queen OG. Look at this chart. It pulled the Burj Khalifa, and now it's just sort of like holding ground at this upwards trend line since, I guess we can say, April 2025. Since April, it's just holding the line, holding the line. Every time it touches the line, it seems like, look, 1 times, 2 times, 3 times. Is it gonna hold? I think so. Also strong community. It reminds me a lot of Spinning Cat community, and they produce some of the best content when it comes to crypto. And so this could be another one that is at a good buy. Now on to the next, we have Launchcoin. Launchcoin is at a dangerous level here, 145, which is my premier place to load up on Launchcoin. I think it's gonna get hit now. I don't think 169 will hold, but I did buy some more, but not too much. The vast majority of my entry is still set for 145. That's where I think I'm gonna be loading. Look, maybe 155 is also a good level for Launchcoin because again, this is the bullish fair value gap of the beginning of the move. This is where it spiked down when whales were selling. So this is a clear support line. And yeah, I think it's gonna draw a little bit here to this liquidity. Anywhere between 164 and 145 to me is accumulate Launchcoin. If 145 doesn't hold, and let's say it comes to 135, I'm gonna sell because I think it's gonna go to 100. But yeah, the likelihood of that happening, I think is very low. Like I would put it in 10% likelihood. Then we have Titcoin. Look, Titcoin, I'm not gonna buy. I need to see it reclaim the 32, 35 level, and that's where you can re-enter. There's also a lot of drama and confusion around this coin right now, which is not good. And maybe some of the people, the larger holders, the people pushing this community can clear all the drama up. But yeah, I'm not gonna buy it here. I need to see a reclaim at this level, and then I'll consider buying it again. When it comes to PIP on Hyperliquid, which is I think number 2 or 3 meme coins in terms of like age and quality. Look, it's looking good, and I see this as a massive U-shaped recovery style run, and then cup and handle style formation happening after. I'm just gonna wait for my 17x on PIP. If it takes me another 2 months, if it takes me another 6 months, whatever. I loaded my bag at the peak or bottom, same thing I did with the other Hyperliquid memes. I'm just gonna wait and hold. Then when it comes to 𝗵𝗘𝗥, quite simple. It's the same thing. It's the biggest meme on one of the biggest chains. It's just doing the sideways thing at 20 million market cap. Everyone, I think, if you have abstract, if you're coming to abstract, why hold any abstract when the premier meme coin there is very likely going to outperform the chain? I don't see the logic in that, unless you have a ton of liquidity. But yeah, I'm still bullish 𝗵𝗘𝗥, and even if abstract doesn't perform too well, the premier meme coin can still go to 50 million market cap. So I'm just gonna wait when it comes to this one as well. It's also very strong while Bitcoin is sort of pulling back a little bit and drawing all the liquidity into it. But many of these coins that we talked about today, they showed incredible strength, and showing strength while everything else bleeds. And when the market rebounds, they'll be the first ones to run. But remember, timing and positioning are everything, and that's exactly why I use Axiom, so I can track the strongest wallets, front run inside of flow, and hit sniper entries before the crowd even sees the setup. If you're serious about catching the next meta before it explodes, join my free trading group, which is coming soon. We're building it. We have something very special in line, and I'll be dropping real-time calls, breakdowns, wallet flow on the ones I'm buying or entries. So stay sharp, stay early, and I will be seeing you tomorrow with a lot more alpha. Thank you. See you guys.